Um, I had a question for all of you. If I say retail media, what are the things that come to mind? There are agencies here, they'll probably say ROAS or conversion or lower funnel. What I'm trying to do, or what I will try to do in the next 20 minutes or so, is to obviously establish that, sure, retail media is about lower funnel, it's about conversion, it's about sales, but it's also about a lot more than that. So let's jump in. Let me throw a timeline at you. It took, I think, she just called out the size of the retail media business globally. It took search about 14 years to get to $30 billion in ad revenue. It took social, which came a little later, about 11 years, give or take. Any guesses how long it took retail media to hit 30 billion? 5 years. So obviously it's growing really fast. More importantly, by itself, retail media is expected to surpass television by 2028. And as of today, 20% of all digital spends are actually on retail media. So why is this happening? Okay, we got it. Why is this happening? This is happening for two reasons. One, of course, is obvious. Retail media helps you influence the purchase journey online. Sure. But more importantly, retail media is also playing an important role in influencing the purchase journey offline. In 2022, we partnered with Nielsen and conducted a research, and that told us that 60% of urban customers or urban shoppers actively researched on Amazon before they made an offline purchase. What this is now leading to is, obviously, budgets are moving from traditional, I never thought I'll use this in the same sentence, but traditional digital media vehicles more towards, otherwise it was always traditional and digital, but traditional digital media vehicles towards retail. And where this is now getting interesting is, think about it this way. You always knew that there is an impact online, and it's very common to measure retail media through the terminology that I used in the beginning, right, which are more lower funnel. But if it's also happening an impact on offline, how do you harness that? How do you make the most of the impact that it is having on the offline space? So quite simply put, normally if you're trying to influence online purchase, or you're trying to influence the online purchase journey, you would use what? Display, you would use video, streaming TV now is new. So these vehicles are already being used by marketers. So what if you took retail signals, retail media signals, and superimposed it on these vehicles? You continue to use display, continue to use video, continue to use streaming TV, but you add that layer of retail media signals on it. You bring the best of both worlds together. So you're not really measuring conversion. You're still measuring awareness. You're still measuring affinity. You're still measuring intent. But the way you're configuring it is using retail media signals. And that is where our world, or retail 2.0, as my marketing team likes to call it, is going to make life very, very interesting. Because as of today, retail media is as much about brand advertising as it is about performance advertising. And the reason I'm saying that first is because the common misnomer is retail media is all about performance. It's not. It's as much about brand as it is about performance. And I would say there are three big pillars, and I'll simplify the language on the slide. There are three big pillars on which this is going to stand. One is analytics. The other is measurement. And the third, of course, is audience engagement. Let's look at the three. Insights is not, generally insights is about this grand Excel sheet or this grand PPT that you have. But when you look at retail media, insights speak a very different language. Let's take customers who are, let's say, looking to buy a television, for example. The overall time that it might take someone to finish, or take a group of customers to finish their TV purchase, is between 45. Using retail media signals, you can actually break this down into various logical stages, configure your campaign accordingly, and deliver the right kind of communication through this process. Versus targeting, and you could do this all in one, within one media or within one media vehicle. The way you deliver it can change. Let's take it one step further. We have a tool called Amazon Pi, and this is just a simulated excerpt from that tool. Normally, something like this, if you're looking at, these are the keywords that customers are looking, and these are things customers are looking for. The normal behavior would be, I should add this to my keyword list, make my keyword list more robust. But that's not where this takes you. This takes you a couple of levels deeper. This faces you with decisions. For example, should I be launching a line of onion oil? Should I be creating a pressure cooker line which is 2.5 liters, anodized and flat bottom? Because that is what my customers are looking for. And I don't have that product as of today. Or I have that product, but it's not available online. So retail signals help marketers take decisions that go far beyond what one would think advertising would allow. Measurement. I commonly see that people generally speak about measurement and insights in the same breath, right? It's always measurement and insights. I try to think of it as two completely different things. Insights is more an output. Insights is what you see, and then you take decisions or you confirm your theories based off insights. But measurement is the framework that you use to derive those insights. So the stronger your measurement framework, the better the insights you will get. In Amazon, we have something called the Amazon Marketing Cloud, where we take Amazon's ad signals, we take ad signals that marketers have got, we put both together in a clean room, in a safe environment, and you can now use that to create your own insights, to learn more about the path to purchase, to learn more about online versus offline behavior, create your own cohorts, and for each of those cohorts, derive insights and drive your decision making with it. Some of those decisions may be directed at ads, some of them may not be. And of course, there is engagement. And when we talk about engagement, especially for the upper funnel, largely we're going to talk about video. So I'm probably not going to invest too much time establishing how big video is. Everybody knows video is very big. But here's something interesting. 92%, 90+% of marketers are okay adding retail media to their video campaigns. And over 60% of marketers and agencies believe that, hey, if we do this, it's actually going to help achieve our upper funnel and mid funnel goals. And this is where, like I said before, retail media is as much about brand as it is about performance. Obviously, I'm from Amazon, so I'm going to talk about Mini TV, which is our free ad-funded streaming service. We launched Mini TV, for those of you who know, we launched Mini TV as a part of the Amazon app, as a part of the shopping app. But since we've grown up a bit now, we've branched out. We are available on streaming TV via Fire TV and OEM devices like Xiaomi. We've also got our own Android app that we launched late last year. Mini TV is specifically directed, I would say it's directed at the majority of India. India is a very young country, so we are looking at targeting the young adults. We are looking at mainly focusing on the young adults, 18 to 35 years of age. All our titles, and many of them have made it to the prestigious Ormax Top 10. You're seeing a bunch of those here. We'll talk about that in just a bit. But our aim is to create, starting from international dubbed shows, to long-form web series, to unscripted reality shows. We want to create a plethora of offerings for this age group, for the 18 to 35 age group. And we are receiving the love back from the audience. One part is, of course, being in the Ormax Top 10. Each of these shows, Gutargu, Crushed, Highway Love. In fact, I've been in interviews with people where they talk about some of these titles, and we feel really good about it. Each of these titles has its own fan following. Many of them are in their repeat seasons. But that's fine. We've got some good content. Yes, it's directed at a certain range of audience. How does this make it better? 59% of our customers who watch Mini TV, they don't mind paying a premium for a product. And a similar number are actually early adopters of a new product or service. 57% are fashionistas. They are really particular about how they wear, what they wear, how they look. 46% are tech enthusiasts. And 47% are frequent travelers. That's cool. But the difference is, and I don't know if you can read the fine print, maybe you can. Each of these data points is between 7 and 15% better than the top 2 awards in the market today. And we are just getting started. Yeah. There is no discussion on video that can be complete without programmatic. Of course, there is Amazon DSP, where you can access video as well, in addition to display. Now, depending on what, as a marketer, as an agency, you're trying to do, if it's awareness, we've got personas. If it's consideration, we've got lifestyle audiences. And if it is conversion that you're looking for, we've got in category. How all of these are built are using first-party deterministic retail signals. And no matter what is it that you're looking for, if the same campaign, if you're launching a product and you want to follow it through from pre-purchase to the launch to post-purchase, you could use all of these. The delivery mechanism could be a combination of display, it could be a combination of video going into more native ad products of Amazon. But there are hundreds of such segments that are available. And of course, no presentation of Mini TV can be complete without a sizzle reel. So I'm going to try and play it.
क्या बात है सची
सीए आर्ची मेहता इस टाइटल को रियलिटी बनाना है।
I want to be your lifelong friend. 11वीं क्लास 10वीं और 12वीं के बीच की छुट्टी वैसी होती है।
पढ़ने तो सब आते हैं, पर सिर्फ किताबें ही पढ़ोगे, जिंदगी को कौन पढ़ेगा?
You like my best friend, but no one.
हमारी कहानी उस हाईवे पे शुरू हुई थी। सड़क पे 2 रास्ते हैं, देखा है?
ईंट का जवाब पत्थर से दिया गया, सबका बदला लेगा तेरा रिश्ता।
हम ना सीए बन रहे हैं भाई, रिस्पेक्ट है हमारी, रिस्पेक्ट।
तू तो 10 में से 100 दिया।
Thank you for trusting me.
But do you trust me?
Welcome guys to another video of your favorite professional lover, Treyard and Sar.
What's the latest web series?
on Amazon Mini TV अपने Amazon Shopping ऐप पर free
All right, that feels good every time I see it. So I'm going to wind up by saying what I said in the beginning. We tend to think of brand advertising and we tend to think of performance advertising as two mutually exclusive purposes that can only be served by two mutually exclusive delivery vehicles. With the growth of retail media, that is probably no longer true, because at the end of the day, you can use retail signals to further your purposes of doing upper funnel, brand-led advertising for awareness, for building affinity, possibly even for building consideration. And you can continue to leverage retail media with a completely different purpose, which is a more common purpose of driving conversions or driving performance. And hence, possibly for the third time in this presentation, retail media is as much about brand advertising as it is about performance advertising. And I'm hoping that in the 4 minutes that I'm going to give back to all of you, I think it's going to be about 4 minutes that I'm going to give back to all of you, at least some of you will think about retail media a little differently from what you might have when you entered the room today. Thank you.